So we have slowly people joining.
Yeah, let's wait for 5 minutes. No problem. Let them join.
We have slowly Drona is joining us. So whoever has a question, you may please go ahead and type them. I see some hand raised. I think it is Rajita. If you have a question, please go ahead and type it. Good afternoon, Shravani. Good to see you here. Which college are you coming from, Shravani? Okay, from Miryalguda. All right. From Kodad, we have a representation. Very nice. I see a few more hands raised. You could please type your question. Subnakar, do you think we should start? Should we wait for a couple of more minutes?
Five more minutes.
Yeah.
Let's see if there are 50 people. It's 42.
Right. Yeah.
Anyway, we'll record this whole thing and we should
Yeah,
circulate
sure.
the recording.
Right. All right, so whoever is on the call now, faculty, I think you should be in a position to advocate Project Drona to other fellow colleagues of yours who have not enrolled themselves. This is one of its kind opportunity for all the faculty to come up to speed with the requirements of the emerging technologies. So you could visit either TASK website or HICIA website and let your friends and colleagues interested in skilling themselves to go and register on the site. I think we'll get started, Sai.
Yes, we should. Okay.
That's what it
Go
looks
ahead.
like. It froze at that.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go ahead.
Right.
Let's
Okay.
ensure it's being recorded and then we can start.
Yeah, it is getting recorded, Sai. So good afternoon, all the faculty who've taken time to be here today. So welcome to Project Drona. So I want to begin first by thanking all the faculty who are on board now for taking the first step to make sure that you are getting prepared to train yourself to what are the digital needs of the world today. So congratulations to all of you. So today's session, I have Sairam Prabhu, who's the Chief of Program for Project Drona with me. He'll be taking us through the I have a set agenda. He'll be taking us through all the details of how should you go about doing this program. I also have Sugunakar from Task. He's been actively involved in getting in touch with you all and getting you the inputs on the program to your emails. Along with Sugunakar, I also have Kumar from Task, who's joined us on this call. And welcome to all the faculty. You all have, some of you have holidays, I understand, and I can really see your seriousness in joining this call and taking that commitment to start to learn. So I want to begin with some good news that I have to share with you all. Just as we have announced our program, you all know that we had Naveen Mittalji come and inaugurate this program. So Project Drona has been given a bigger responsibility of making sure we execute this program in pure spirit. We have been recognized with a special award for skill training and industry academia collaboration. And we've been given an award to make sure that we execute this program in its true spirit. And we won't be able to do this well without your cooperation. So all the faculty, make sure you're going to have a very enriching learning experience with Project Drona. So I may not want to take much time. I will quickly set the agenda for what we are going to be doing in the next 45 minutes. So I will have I will request Sairam to go over and let us know how the details on how should we go about learning. As you all know, the program is commencing on the 2nd of October. You all may be wondering, it's a Sunday, and how does the program launch on a Sunday? We want to pick spots which gives you time so that you take your personal time and start learning. So you don't have to actually wait for a second. If you think you're ready, you can even start today. Everything is ready on the microsite. So, but officially the program is getting launched on the 2nd of October, and we will have 12 weeks to do this program. So today, Sairam is going to take us through how to use the microsite, what are the various courses that we have on the microsite, and he'll also help you understand which course each one of you should be picking up. And we'll also detail to you what kind of a support you will get from us during the course of the program. And we're all set to get started. Okay, before I hand over to Sairam, I have a few requests to make as hygiene factors. Let's keep all the mobile phones switched off. And one important request is, please keep the questions coming on the chat. Okay, don't have to wait until the end of the presentation. No, whenever you have a question that comes in your mind, please shoot that question here and we will take it. There's nothing like small, big, important, unimportant. Any question you have in your mind is important to us. Okay, go ahead and type the question and we'll take it. All right, let's keep it interactive with your questions on the chat. Sai, over to you.
Yeah, thank you. Can you all hear me? Good
Yes,
afternoon. Good afternoon and happy Dussehra and festival holidays. Some of you might have already been in your holidays, I heard. So thanks for taking time out to join, irrespective of that. It's a great gesture by all of you. On behalf of HYSIA, on behalf of Task, on behalf of Infosys, on behalf of all the ecosystem partners, I welcome all you to this program. And I am very thrilled, also humbled, to be talking to such an audience of teachers, lecturers, professors, a collective pot of wisdom. And we are just doing our little to help you move the needle, while all the credit of this program, when it meets its intended objective, will go to you. So thank you so very much. And we had this intention of starting the program on the 5th of September as a tribute to Teachers' Day. And as Shanti outlined, we want to launch it on the 2nd of October on the Gandhi Jayanti as a tribute to the fathers, the father of the nation, without going to explain why it is to be so. But that said, there cannot be a better week than this in this auspicious Dussehra. Every day is a festival day. Every day is a good day to do great things. So if you want to learn Kickstart today, today is the best day. So there is no stopping. And the rules of the game are pretty simple. Everything that we are doing is to equip, enrich, enthuse you all. Hence, it will be a very flexible program, no big constraints. We are here to provide you all the support that you need as much as we can, taking significant advantage of the technology that is available, right? So with that, I also wanted to once again thank Shanti, without whose support, none of this would have been possible. And also Sugunakar Garu and Kumar Garu from Task, who's been the pillars of support, and all our HYSIA member council members under the leadership of Manisha Sabu and Mr. Srikanth from Task, and the entire Infosys Springboard team. And the blessing in the disguise has been this award that has already been entrusted with us, and it is increasing the responsibility on our shoulders, making us more responsible to make this successful. So thanks to Shri Naveen Mittalji on behalf of Government of Telangana. This has been phenomenal. So let me get started. Give me a minute. I will just share my screen, and feel free to type in your questions, and we'll be very happy to answer any one of them as we proceed. Can you guys see my screen, Shanti?
Yes, we can.
All right. Okay. So this is a little orientation program. 95% of what you see here, you might be knowing. Just it's like a revision class once in your language, just to make sure everything is ticked right. Okay. Well, as we have been telling, this whole project Drona, the foundational principles has been to impart learning strategies which are contemporary, which are world class, which are state of the art, which are in matching to the needs of today's industry. While you have been academicians, you have been faculty members, you have always been in the scheme of learning, it is sometimes better to step back. Not every time that you need to teach to students, but it is also better. Everyone is a student in the lifetime, as we all know. Hence, this program is designed keeping that perspective in mind, where the faculty should also get a fair amount of exposure to world-class content, world-class technologies, and then equip themselves to further teach the students well, and in the process be in line with the needs of the industry, right? And the emphasis of the program's pedagogy is by learning by doing, and that goes without saying. Anything in the technology world is to be hands-on. It's just not theory, but it is more practical, practice-oriented stuff. There will be a lot of encouragement to peer learning, which means that your faculty members, not necessarily from the same college that you are. If you are in Hyderabad, you might get interactive with someone from Miryalgooda. If you are in Miryalgooda, you might be talking to someone in Nalgonda. If you're in Nalgonda, for that matter, you might be talking to someone in Kazipet. So that's the whole point. And the peer learning also steps from the fact that you would be exposed to certain real-time faculty members who come from the IT industry itself, where this is real-time learning from the people who are actually there in the industry. So it's all about cross-learning, right? When we get to clear a doubt for you, we are also learning in the process. So the learning is mutual. Exposure to industry best practices, right, as an outcome of this program, one, through the rich content, through the projects, through the capstone stuff, all that stuff, we will be equipping. This is industry world-class stuff, thanks to Springboard platform, by the way. And also towards the end of the program, there is every possibility for all of you to be part of an immersive program, immersion towards be part of the regular IT industry, which means that just like your students would have gone to a college industry visit, you would be exposed to be visiting IT companies, which is a phenomenal opportunity for you to understand how the industry works and where are we heading, right? So that's the important piece. I just wanted to sort of, one second, where do I hide this? Okay, right. And it obviously improves your self-confidence, your ability to learn, your skills, your own reporter and whatnot, right? So that said, how does it whole help you, right? It's all about upskilling. Today's mantra, it is just not for students, it is just not for the IT industry professionals, it's for everyone in the ecosystem. So this platform is curated, is thought through, is designed in such a way that it helps you become much more prevalent, relevant in today's world by upskilling, which means that you can always come back to this platform. It's a 24/7 by 365 available platform on the cloud. So there is a constant availability of world-class content, which helps you become more skilled. Needless to say, learning is the mantra of the day. A change in the teaching perspective, right? You get to learn from people who are coming to you from somewhere else that you never imagined, in a model that you never thought through, and which will also make you coming into grips with how today's learnings are happening, and your own perspectives when you get back to your colleges to teach the students would also change. So that's the most riveting positive impact the course would deliver. Learner-centric teaching, because this is hyper-personalized, it's an AI-driven content engine, it's a well-curated content engine, it's an industry-standard content engine. That's the same engine, that's the same content that's being administered to thousands of developers, thousands of IT professionals inside the Infosys Springboard, inside the Infosys corporate, which means that it's a time-tested, tested content platform that, thanks to their gesture, that is being exposed now at no cost to any one of you, which is world-class content at your fingertips. And then obviously, in our opinion, this will help you impart better quality education, increases your self-esteem, your ability to interact and develop rapport, and also make sure that you impart this knowledge to your students, because the fundamental foundational principle of this program is, if I can create a better equipped teacher, if I can support a better equipped faculty, he or she maybe can create another 100 better students, which in turn means that the ecosystem is getting benefited, the industry is getting benefited, and all of us are getting benefited. Obviously, when well-skilled faculty teach well-skilled students reach out to well-skilled companies, and well-skilled companies pay the students well, and the overall ecosystem gets benefited. The average CTC components, the average outcomes, and the average results that the college is driving in terms of employability of the students is indirectly going up. But most importantly, it's the faculty that's the driver of the change. And we are also trying to work out models where HICIA would, promulgate initiatives around college adoptions, and then close associations with institutions, clusters, and so on and so forth to further drill this program down to the grassroots as much as possible and replicate this many cohorts. This is the first cohort. Obviously, we will have certain areas where we will have to improve. Your feedback will always be welcome, and we are constantly listening to that, right? So that's the second part of it. Well, very simple, extremely easy to get started. The first step I'll also show you all of this. I'm assuming that for all the faculty who are right now on this webinar today, you would have got a registration email, credentials that might have been sent out to you through the Springboard/Infosys email that you might have got, through which you might have registered for Springboard. So your login credentials are the ones that you would have created with that. That is what you would, when I mean, obviously the first step is to register on the Springboard, which I'm assuming 95% of you would have done. If you have not yet done, please go ahead and do that. It takes about 2 minutes to do that. Once you do that, obviously using those credentials, you will be able to access the Springboard, which I will show you in a minute. We will also delve into the learning paths. When I say learning paths, these are the tracks that are available. I'll also show you a trial course. You can experience the power of the platform today right in front of our eyes, right? So let's go there. The first thing is we go to Springboard platform. For the sake of convenience, I have just, okay, just a second, sorry. Shanti, are you able to see my thing? Yeah, okay, here we go.
Yes, I can see.
So, I mean, just for the sake of time consumption, and since I cannot log in and log out many times, I have kept this page open. But assuming that you use your credentials that you have created for registering on the Springboard, you actually land here. You will land here. Okay. So I have landed here using my Gmail ID that I have used to create my Springboard credentials, and it is also single sign-on linked. Hence, you see my thing. But right now, I'm sure you would be wondering, where is Drona? All you have to do is to type Drona here. We're also going to ensure that this gets into this page. Once you do this, you will actually land up on this page. So this is like sort of the home page of the entire Drona site inside the Springboard platform, right? To repeat, you would land up in a page like this after you log in with your credentials. Once you do that, you would have to do this just typing once, and then you would see the channel popping up, and then you are here, right? So far, are you with me? I'm assuming so. So that's step one, where you have used your login credentials that was being sent by Springboard post your registration, and you have logged in, right? That's number one. Number two is clicking and then understanding those learning paths. So let's see what are they. First, I'll show the learning paths in a document, and then we go to the. So there are 3 tracks which we call the learning paths. The first track is artificial intelligence and machine learning. The second track is about full stack, Spring and Angular development and Spring and React development. The third track is digital transformation, right? I repeat, the first track is AI/ML. The second track is a hands-on where you have one choice, either being full stack development using Spring and Angular or full stack development using Spring and React. Basically, there are 2 choices in track 2. You would be picking one. And then the main third track is digital transformation, right? So that's the whole thing. Those are the learning paths. Now, how do those learning paths appear in your this thing? So we'll go and see here. When you go to the project Drona, you'll again see this whole home page that I've been speaking about, and then the description, eligibility, and then the track details. So this is what I just mentioned. And to re-summarize, track 1 is about 8 weeks duration, where you will pick up one of the 2, either Angular or React. The other track is AI/ML, which is again for a duration of 8 weeks, and the digital transformation is for a duration of 4 weeks. So assuming that you do full stack Angular, and let us say one more, you're looking at a minimum of 12 weeks of coursework, where At the end of it, you would be a HICIA certified faculty member, and you would also be eligible for doing an immersive experience program in the IT industry. For some reasons, you only end up doing 8 weeks of coursework. You would be a faculty member, hopefully in one of these tracks, but you might not be eligible for doing the immersive experience to the industry. But our endeavor is never to restrict you to do anything. We want to support you, but these are the minimal aspirational criteria that we have kept so that you take full advantage of this program that is being delivered for your own benefit, right? So that's step number 2. Again, to repeat, step number 1, you will use the credentials that you might have created for logging into Springboard, for which you would have either received an email from the Springboard team or the Infosys team, or you might have actually come through to the site through HICIA site also. If you go to the HICIA site, you have a page where it talks about all these tracks, all this content, all this courseware, and then it will also allow you to register from here. Wherever you log in from, essentially, as they say, all the rivers merge in sea. It's a very simple thing. Your credentials that you have created to access the Springboard platform, use those credentials. Make sure you have handy. If you are using your Google ID, it will be a single sign-on. After you do that, you log into the Springboard platform. After you log into the Springboard platform, search for the word Drona. After you do that, come to the Drona page. You would see the basic details that we have been talking about. Then look at the tracks and then prepare to choose the tracks that you want to be. Now, let's get back to the presentation. After that, we're also trying to do a trial course, which I will show to you here. You can experience how this whole thing actually looks at. So if you come here, there is a trial course called Introduction to Agile Methodology. Now is the fun, right? You see how good is the course. You click on that and the content will start delivering like this to you. So if you see here on the right-hand side, you have contents, you have you have the contents, you have the associated details, you have the progress chart. Once it's completed, and then you see the time. It's a lecture. It's for 1 hour, 18 minutes. It's a beginner level program. There's so much of details at your hand and disposal. And then you have a prelude, which talks about what is the particular chapter about, what is the particular subject about, its context, its brief. And underneath that, you have these small little videos. For example, even that is split by the time. Let's say you have only 15 minutes that you have while you're doing your breakfast in the morning. You can choose to do this. If you have 25 minutes sitting in the metro train that you're reaching to the college, you can do this. If you have 2 minutes that you have in a break that you want to relax and understand what the course is, you can do this. So don't look at it like a 360 hours, 12 weeks program. Look at it like a program that you can even do for 2 minutes, 12 minutes, 15 minutes, 18 minutes. You can start from where you stopped. You can stop from where you started. You rewind it, you forward it. It's just like a Netflix for you. So that's the power of the content, which is on the cloud, which is video streamed, which is through a curated platform like this, which provides hyper-personalized insights to all of you. I wish I had access to stuff like this when I was in college, right? Now, that's about it. Then additionally, I'm very happy to also announce that apart from the curated content that is there on the Springboard platform, which in itself is extremely self-explanatory, with so much of step-by-step content curation, we're also creating a masterclass. What we mean by masterclass is a doubt clarification session that will be available to you on a regular frequency, which we will be announcing, where for your benefit, we are assembling a set of esteemed IT industry professionals. Just to give an example, someone in my organization has already signed up to be an external faculty for all of you to clear your doubts. He, for example, is a senior vice president for global delivery with 25 years of IT industry experience. Like that, member companies of HICIA, the likes, I don't want to name all those companies because every good company that we have in HICIA is coming forward to support this program. We have already looking at adding about 10 to 15 faculty members or IT industry professionals as external coaches for you. And we will provide a schedule where there will be a doubt clarification session for an hour. That will be on a weekly basis, which means that maybe 2 days a week or 3 days a week, depending on these people's availability, they will provide a calendar. Some faculty for AI/ML, some faculty for digital transformation, some faculty for React.js, purely allocated to doubt clear while you get to implement, learn, practice whatever you're being learning on the platform. Just imagine how advantageous is that, right? And some of those faculty might be the people who will, some of those IT industry professionals who are the external faculty might be the ones you will interact when you visit these industries as well. So that way, we are already forming a relation, we are already forming a bonding, we are already forming a grouping, so that when you come inside the industry for immersive experience, assuming you do 12 weeks of course, you feel at home, right? And that is what is this immersive experience, which is the unique speciality of this program, which means that I want every one of you to see if you can do 12 weeks of this program, because the advantage is if you do the 12 weeks, apart from being certified, you are also getting eligible to experience the industry, come inside the industry and see for yourself how IT companies work. In my earnest request, I have full confidence that all of you are motivated. You're taking this as an absolutely positive thing, which is an indication today. 79 people joining when almost the vacation have started for colleges itself is a great reflection of the commitment and the dedication that you are demonstrating. So please take advantage of this whole thing. And the immersive experience, what it means is, as I kept on telling, right? Once you come inside the industry, you might be interacting with the program manager, an architect, a delivery manager, a senior manager, software delivery, a QA manager, whatever. We will figure that out. You would understand how projects are managed. You would understand how agile project management happens. You would understand how communication happens between client and the services industry people, inter-team communication, intra-team communication, communication with the client, communication with business stakeholders. You will see all of that right from your, practically by being part of the industry. And hence, this will be a significant amount of exposure that you would otherwise not be able to get, right? Then you can go back to your students and tell that, hey, look, before you guys step into software companies, we have stepped into software companies. We've completed this program. We are skilled, we are enthused, and we are here to coach you better. Right? So all you have to do is only two things. For esteemed members like you, for teachers and faculty members like you, I don't need to tell about planning. You are masters at that. The credit goes to you. Daily, just like you coach your students, this is for your own stuff. Just like you do your morning walk, your yoga, your exercise, your run. Plan a little time in the mornings, in the breaks, during the day, during the evenings. As I said, it could be in your bus, in your metro, while you're coming at your home, on a Saturday, on a Sunday, when you have time. Set aside some time to learn. Plan those topics that you want to, because the curated content engine allows you to stop from where you stopped. All the content is always available. It's not like a physical class where the teacher is gone home and you'll have to wait for him to come back, right? This is 24/7 by 365. And you can also form groups amongst your own with other faculty members who are doing this program. As I said, people can interact with anyone on this, right? And then you get to form new friends, new relations for learning. And that will also help you when you do capstone projects, right? There's a small little exercises, small little projects that are there while the content is being delivered, so that you can go and implement that, right? I think I'm coming to the end of the slide. And then if you see this one, right? It's just not only serious stuff, right? It's all fun. What we're also trying to tell is we're trying to look at who are those top faculty members amongst you who are doing timely track completion. What are the number of colleges who are participating? All of this will be tracked, and then we're going to share these details, which obviously will help you understand where you are vis-a-vis with against your peer members. And this will inculcate a spirit of further positive competitiveness in all of you, we believe. Hence, which means that I want every one of you to compete and see that who does the maximum amount of coverage in the minimum possible time, who does more number of revisions, which college has more number of people participating in. It's for all of your benefit, right? And of course, we would also be submitting the entire progress of your course completions to colleges. Hopefully, this will become a new yardstick, as Mr. Naveen Mittalji was quoting. Hopefully, this, if it gets executed the way we are planning, it will be a new benchmark for ensuring that the faculty are always having this as a pre-qualification criteria, just like that, right? I'm just giving an example, not that, it's a mandatory thing, but that's the vision that we are carrying, so that you are always equipped, right? And that's about it. I just want to reiterate, I think I spoke about the coursework, its certifications and all of that many times now. So I don't want to repeat that. Either you do a 12-week of coursework or you do 8-week of coursework. You do 12-week of coursework. The extra thing is you would be eligible for becoming welcoming into the IT industry to experience the faculty immersive experience program, which I spoke about. Last but not the least, there is the website. As I said, you can come through HiCR webpage. You have all the information. Once you log in into the Springboard platform, you have all the information. Anything that you might want to check, you might want to ask, you might want to get clarified, please write to projectdrona@icr.in. For any specific platform related issues, if at all, you should not be having any issues once you log in with your credentials. It's a very simple procedure. But if there is anything that you are facing, please write to Springboard support. In case you still are not getting response in 2 days, we are also having you. I'm thanking Shanti, who's come forward to say that she'll be the point of contact to help you get clarified, get sorted out, which also shows how serious we are about to support you to make you successful. And this orientation program, as it gets recorded, will be put up and then will be circulated to all the people who couldn't join today, right? And finally, the registration link is again here on the, that we spoke about. It's there on the web page. And that's about it. I think it's a very, very simple step. Get your login credentials, log in for yourself, check out the program, look at the trial course, understand the tracks, be inspired to do 12 weeks of the program, learn from wherever you are, form peer groups, enjoy the program, and go towards implementing that through capstone projects. And I welcome you all to this once again. So thank you very much. We can open up for questions. Shanti, over to you. In case I've missed anything, you might want to jump in and please add. I hope.
Wonderful, Sai. The examples that you gave, that you don't have to take specifically an hour in a day and do it. You can do this course whenever you think you have a few minutes on hand. Is, I think, a good way for people to start thinking that you can start learning bit size in small times. You just don't have to earmark so much of time for yourself. That's wonderful, Sai. If I have to ask one question on behalf of the audience,
Sure.
how do you think one should be picking up the track? Are you saying there are 3 tracks available? And are you saying that somebody has to do all the 3 tracks?
No. Okay. The ideal thing is all the 3 tracks. First and foremost, I'll clarify this again, once again. The track 1 is AI/ML, obviously tailored to understand a high level overview of AI implementation techniques of machine learning, etc. I don't know, wait, I'll probably use
I
this
will
one.
log in for you otherwise, Sai.
No, that's okay. That's fine. Right. Then the other track is the hands-on track about full stack development, where you have 2 options, either full stack Angular or with full stack React. There you got to make one choice, which means that if you take full stack Angular or React, you're looking at an 8 weeks duration. If you're taking an AI/ML program, it's 8-week duration. So you have to first select one of these 2. And then the digital transformation is sort of like a compulsory option, which I want everyone to pick up. It's a 4-week option. So 8 plus 4 is 12 weeks. Simple. If you finish it ahead, you always have option to go and finish the other one also. So which means that if I am you, let's say that I will pick up full stack Angular 8 weeks, and I'll do digital transformation 4 weeks, total 12 weeks. If I am someone else who's interested in learning AI/ML, I will pick up AI/ML 8 weeks. I will also do digital transformation 4 weeks, 12 weeks. Inside the full stack, it's either Angular or React. Provided you complete that Angular or React very fast, don't stop. Go and do the other one also. No one is going to stop about it. I think I was clear.
Right, right. So you're talking about experiential learning, right? So
Yeah.
how does the course content give that opportunity for experiential learning? For your ease, Sai, I opened the learning tracks and I can project it for you. Looks like
please.
you got.
I'll stop sharing. You
yes.
can, yeah.
Yes, I am sharing it. Okay. Can you see, Sai? So how does the experiential learning come into play? So if you get it, they'll all see the course description on the site.
Correct.
And these are all the various topics.
That's correct. That's correct. So it's just like, so just to take a step back, it's just like your students are picking up their syllabus at the beginning of the academic year. This is the syllabus that we have for you, right, in your own language. So if you pick up AI/ML track, if you go through this little document that Shanti is showing, you will understand what all we are covering, right? It could be programming fundamentals using Python. It could be probability and statistical inference, etc. That's on the AI/ML track. It's the whole thing is, when I say experiential learning, one, as I said, you're learning through examples, you're learning through curated content, and you will also be implementing capstone projects and little exercises that come your way as the course content gets unveiled. That's the most important. It's just not theory. It's about learning and implementing stuff right in front there as much as you can. And of course, since you interact with peer groups, you're also interacting for your masterclass sessions with the IT industry faculty. Everything is experiential. You're experiencing real-time stuff, real life stuff as much as possible. So that's the whole pedagogy of experiential learning. Whether it is any track that you take, the impetus is to be hands-on, the impetus is to be on self-learning, the impetus is to be on peer learning, the impetus is also to learn from the professionals who are implementing it in the industry.
So why do you think digital transformation is a course that anybody should really be taking it up?
Yes. With a lot of thinking and purpose, we have made it a mandatory course, the 4 weeks one. As you all would have heard about this word digital transformation and digital, which is like the most abused word also in today's landscape. But the point is, what is digital transformation to a bank is different to what is digital transformation to a hospital. What is digital transformation to retail is different to what is digital transformation to insurance. Now, I'll give some examples. If you go to a bank today, you can actually open an account in a bank in 15 minutes. The entire KYC process is done through a single QR code where you can upload your photograph, you can link your Aadhaar, your account is open, and your OTP comes and you're set. I'm sure most of you would have experienced this. That is digital transformation. A lot of processes that might have got taken weeks of time, manual interventions, is now done within minutes using technology, allowing that whole process to be digitally transformed, creating purposeful, frictionless customer experiences. But if you go to an hospital, that's a different case. For example, you want to book an appointment. The entire experience of booking your vaccine slot is the biggest digital transformation example the world has ever seen, with a single Aadhaar linked biometric thing, and then with the whatever Arogya Setu app or whatever it is, you are able to book an appointment, you are able to go there, and within 15 minutes of your vaccination, you got your certificate, and it's actually stored in the vault that the government is put up on the cloud. That's digital transformation in healthcare, right? And today you can book your car, vehicle, personal, educational, any insurance online, take the best premium depending on your consumption. That is digital transformation in insurance. So we all wanted the faculty members to understand these case studies, these implications and implementations from an industry perspective, so that you would actually know when you are teaching your own students, at the end of the day, how this digital transformation is achieved. You have to have a platform which is AI-ified. For example, I'll now make it a little lighter. If you are watching Netflix, if you're watching AHA, if you're watching Hotstar, if you're watching Disney Hotstar or anything, right? That's all a digitized version. It has a lot of AI in that, because if you are watching a particular movie in Telugu, it will also show you what other movies you can watch. You can start from where you stopped. You can watch any number of times as long as your subscription is active. You can pay it using your Paytm, your Google, your UPI, your QR code, anything. That entire process is digital transformation. And then you can watch that in your tablet, your TV, your mobile, anywhere. But then someone would have implemented that platform. Someone would have used full stack. Someone would have used Java. Someone would have used Python. Someone would have used Angular to create that interface, that logic, that web service. So if you integrate all of that as a story, you are actually end user wise, you're undergoing the digital transformation. But the technology that is used to do is what is the AI/ML, or it could be those skills of full stack that are come into play. Hence, now if you connect the dots, you will see that we are trying to tell you that understand what digital transformation is, understand what is a use case for a digital transformation, but also prepare yourself on how you might want to, which means that tomorrow you can take a small project in your college. You might want to implement that digitally transform student onboarding system, hospital, library management system, examination management system. You have so many things that you actually undergo inside your ecosystem. A lot of that can be further better understood. And hence the 4-week theoretical program and digital transformation, where the faculty who are coming from the IT industry will give you real life examples when you have doubts, will be the superficial benefit that you will get. plus one of the two tracks of either AI/ML or full stack will make you technically equipped to understand how digital transformation is achieved.
Okay, so what you are saying is do definitely the digital transformation course
Absolutely.
along with one of the technical courses.
And if you do that, you will be ending up doing 12 weeks, which is what my aim is, so that all of you can experience the immersive program.
Right. So in full stack, it can be either Angular or React.
Or React. Or you can take AI/ML. That's it.
Yeah.
If someone is finishing it fast, they can also go and do the full stack, the other option. So that is the one that I will be looking forward. He or she will be the superstar of the program.
Absolutely. Wonderful. So as I see, the advantage that faculty can see is they are getting themselves exposed to new ways of teaching. Like, for example, when I was listening to what you explained about digital transformation using the examples, the real-time examples, these sort of cues are something that the faculty can as well pick and start implementing in their own classes tomorrow. So exposure to experts like you will give them an advantage of how to draw examples from what is getting implemented and how you will also use the online learning methodology to explore to your own set of students. Perfect. I think I got my doubts clarified on what are the advantages that I would have as a teacher. There is one question here, Sai. They're asking, can we have the registration link? So with this question, I'm understanding that somebody has not registered and they are interested in getting registered for the program now. You're free to do so. Please write an email to projectdrona@highcr.in. You let me know your email address and your college that you're coming from, and we'll get you registered. There is still scope. You can also reach out to TASK through their field officers. Is there a timeline to complete? Yes, you have to start your program by the end of this week. So it is better you finish your registration today. It doesn't take you anything. All that I need is your name, email address, and the college that you are coming from. We'll create a registration link for you. That's all we have. We have so many email messages that they are excited to start this program. And we are as excited as you are. Before we just close, I want to specify another advantage that faculty is going to bring by doing this program. HiCR has got another intervention which is called College Adopt. In this Adopt College program, if a college implements a curriculum changes that we are suggesting, and their faculty goes through the Project Drona experience, we are going to adopt your college and provide first preference on your placements, and we'll provide you internships, and we'll also prepare your students with industry experts on how to face interviews as well. So this is a college adopt program which you will have a benefit and first opportunity to get your college noticed. So for that, it requires that the college management in terms of adopting curriculum is necessary and faculty should get trained. Now, the end goal for all this is that your students are going to get better placed, right? So that's all I have.
Yeah, there are a couple of questions here. After doing the 12-week course at IT industry immersive interaction, what can it be like? Yeah, the industry immersive, as I was explaining, will potentially help you get into the industry to be mentored by the industry people itself. It will give real-time exposure to project management, communication management, stakeholder management, how things get done inside a software company. Very simple. Imagine I work for this company called Signity Technologies. Assuming that you get an opportunity to do immersive program, and let's say you get to come, you will come and see how we work inside our company for a day or two. You will interact with our program managers, our project managers, our delivery managers, and be participative, seeing how an agile meeting is done, how a scrum meeting is done, how mails are sent to customers, etc., etc. It will be as live as that, for which we are giving the finishing touches for that part, which we will soon announce when you reach. Before that, as I said, I want as many as you to complete the 12-week thing. Don't worry, then we will have a very good immersion program taken care. There was also one more question. Can we review the content after we are done with the course? I think as long as you have your Springboard login access active, the courses that you get to complete, you can always revisit them, revise them. That's the whole advantage of a technology platform like this, which is the best thing to happen, right? Which means that earlier when we didn't have this platform, you would want to go to same teacher, same course. It's just not practically possible. But here it's not the case. You can rewind, revisit any number of times. So it should be possible. I don't see any challenge. Obviously, it's a personalized login. So you will have your my courses. You would have seen what is that you are finished, what is that you are yet to start, what is that in progress. So everything will be available online for your own review.
Right. So I think it's a CSR initiative by Infosys. So they're making the content available for people.
That's correct. So all thanks to the Infosys and Springboard team.
Right. Right. So there's one question here, Springboard, about Springboard login credentials. Yes, all of us would have received this password as Springboard at 123. Change this password. If only you change this password, you will have access to the content. Okay, use those login credentials and change the password. You will be in a position to see all the courses, all the web microsite that Sairam just showed you. You will be able to see those courses there. And we recommend that before the 2nd October, you do the trial course. Do the trial course. If you're having any questions on how to use it, you write an email. You write an email to us or to Springboard if you have questions on Springboard. Okay. One other question. So the key here is that, you need to change the password. You cannot retain it as Springboard at 123. No, you will not be able to access information. I think we took all the questions here.
Yes, great. This has been fantastic. We are as excited as any one of you. It will be very helpful in terms of syllabus creation for faculty, especially for new technologies. Yes, correct. Absolutely yes. Correct.
Not only for syllabus creation, also how to teach.
Yeah, it's like how to teach, what to teach, both of the aspects. And you are also right in thinking through tomorrow when you're participating in syllabus reviews, etc. Yes, these will definitely come in. And that is precisely the reason. Today we are doing AML, digital transformation, full stack. Maybe in the future we will do metaverse, quantum computing. So we will continue to upgrade our own self in terms of the syllabus, that content that we will offer. So hence, this is only the beginning. But as they say, the first step is the important one. Now that we have taken, let's make it a habit and go and complete it, so that I want as many of you as you can to complete 12 weeks of this, not just the 8 weeks.
Correct. So if you have any more doubts on how the program gets done, go and visit HICIA website. You have all the details available on the website. Sai, do you have the website address handy there?
Yes, I do have. Maybe I can actually put it on the chat window.
Chat, right.
Someone said she was late. That's fine, Swapna Garu. It's absolutely fine. You would have the recording. You will get the recording. You can listen to the whole thing. No problem.
The recording will be available on HICIA website and TASK website as well. Right. Right. So do we
have a time frame to complete the 12-week courses? Yeah, the time frame is 12 weeks. Like, for example, the 12 weeks means like some 360 hours of content, etc. So it takes the 12 weeks to complete these 2 tracks minimum, one digital transformation and one of the AML/full stack track. So don't worry about it. Please first start the program, see it for yourself. Imagine you're hitting a gym. First 2 days, you will be excited. The 3rd day, you might get little disinterested. The 4th day, you will start getting the benefits of it. And the 5th day, it becomes an atomic habit to you. So make it a habit. Don't leave it. Try it. We are here to support. We will be flexible. And we will always find ways to help you complete this one. We are also bringing in external faculty from IT companies. And we are also very, very watchful to see what changes we need to do whenever it needs to be done. And just imagine this entire content is available free. So that's the biggest motivation. So I'm assuming that this will be a great opportunity for all of you.
I think this is one of the greatest opportunity for faculty to experience how to self-learn, so that you can advocate to your students as well that there is immense content out there and you can give them tips on how to self-learn. I think that should be the motive. So we are only looking at your participation by the end of this course. Please make sure you complete the 12 weeks course and you're all ready to visit industry. So before we close, we have any coding knowledge is required to complete this course?
I would presume a little bit of coding knowledge is always advantageous, particularly you're picking the full stack courses. Even in AI/ML, there is Python. So that's in a way, it's always a mandatory thing because you would be teaching computer science. So it will always be coming in handy. A basic C programming exposure, any Python programming exposure, any programming exposure is a definite plus. But if not also, I think you should be still able to, but I would definitely encourage to have a programming exposure, particularly if you're picking the AI/ML/React track, you would have some programming exercises, definitely, yes.
All right, and we are also promoting a peer learning kind of an environment. This is an opportunity for somebody to start learning as well, right? Right. So if there are any more questions, we are good to take. Okay, there's one more. Can I start the course under track 1 from today?
Well, yeah, absolutely. I'm kicking off with your proactive participation. Swapnika Garu, good luck. Please go ahead and start it.
Absolutely. Yes. And as we are speaking, I'm receiving some more requests for registration. As soon as we are done, we'll send them to Springboard and you will receive an email of your registration. On that note, if any of you have more questions, please feel free to write to visit our website, HYSIA website, and write an email to projectdrona@hysia.in. The recording of this session is going to be available on our website. You can actually go through it and get started with your work. And good luck to all of you. We'll see you soon again as soon as you begin your work.
Thank you very much once again. Bye.
Bye.